How's it going, laser bursters up? I'll be Sixkilla and welcome back to Tokyo Dark. It is time to continue our second playthrough, which took off to a huge start in the last episode where we got through a pretty large portion of the introduction of the game anyway. Let's carry on, shall we? We've already lost Tanaka and shot Rainer. So far. Sometimes I read the papers and wish that the Ito in them was me instead of reality. No one calls me. I hear more about the investigation from the internet than from people at the station. Maybe they're right. Maybe there was no girl. No bag, no phone call. It'd be easier that way. No, it's too simple. People always close their eyes when they see things they don't understand. They try to explain away the monster under their beds, even when they can hear it breathing in their ear. Not me. I've got to keep it together. Figure out what really happened. Even if it breaks me. I don't remember her saying that either. That's new. Lady Fluffington? Hello, little one. Sometimes I wonder what it is you see when you dream. Or what you look at when you're all alone. Maybe you can hear him. Sometimes I do too when it's dark. I hear a whisper and I think it's him, but there's nothing there. Don't worry, I'll bring him back. We'll all be together soon. Creepy. Creepy. I've been avoiding spending too much time in this room of lately. Memories of that night always come flooding back whenever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice. Yeah, I know. Brought you some dinner. And moving on. That was a nice quick one. Memory 5. Off to the police station? Yep. Hey, Saki. Oh, hey, Ito. Skip. Yes, I'll take your letter. It's like I died and gone back to high school. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him. But you owe me. Thanks, Ayami. You're the best. Guess you better head up to Yukimura's office soon, huh? Yeah, I guess. So you knew about that too, huh? Thanks for keeping me up to date, Saki. Alright, let's go get chewed out for being... I don't know, shitty at my job, I guess. It wasn't our fault. Jeez, we're dealing with forces beyond our comprehension at the moment. God. Hi, boss. Sorry to have you call in like this, Ito. I know we promised you some time off after the whole rotten situation. Skip. Understood. Sir, I understand your decision, but surely this move should only be temporary. It's enough, detective. Until the internal hearing about your case is complete, there'll be no further discussion of this. Now please go to your office and pack away your personal items to be shipped home. The rest stays with us. And Ito, take care of yourself. Sure. Now we gotta go deal with asshole. My favorite asshole, right there. Hey, Ito, hold up. I heard you were back in the station. Real shame about Tanaka. He was one great detective. You're right, he was the best. Almost hard to believe he'd let himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? He goes missing and can't manage to contact anyone even once? I thought he would have tried to get in touch with you, at least, since you're his partner and all. Anyway, you shouldn't blame yourself, Ito. It was dumb to send you down there alone with no backup. Let's face it, there's no way you could have handled that on your own. Trying to imply something about me, Tyra? Who, me? Nah. But what do you expect when they send a little detective all by herself? All I'm saying is you could have used the help. What an asshole. Why does everyone refuse to see the truth? I see everyone looking at me out of the corner of their eye like I'm a caged animal, giggling at me like it's all so funny. I saw what I saw, at least I think I did. With everyone buzzing around, I can't even hear myself think. At least not to bother me in here. Finally some peace and quiet. Kitty! I don't like you, Masky. Stop it. I don't like that at all. A new email's in my inbox from Yukimura. Looks like it's gone out to all the detectives. Let's see, Detective Ito has been under a lot of pressure. The tragic loss of Tanaka has affected us all. I think I see where this is leading. There it is. Ito will be temporarily reassigned, so he did make it public. How humiliating. Real nice of him to wait until I was out of his office before he hit send. After all this time, why doesn't he believe me? Jesus. I don't like it. Kazuki gave me the silver hairpin for my birthday last year. Seems so long ago. Yukimura doesn't believe me. I'm the laughing stock of the station, now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off. Doesn't get much worse than this. But it's Yukimura that stings the most. I thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn on my gun like I'm some sort of criminal. Sitting around here isn't going to change anything. If they won't investigate, I will. First things first, I need to get my hands back on that mask. Raina mentioned it over and over, and it's the only clue I have to go on. Well, here we go. It's time to do the mask thing. Forensics gave the mask a once-over and stuffed it down in the basement. I should go and scope it out. Okie dokie. But first, Officer Bando. Ah, you must be the new transfer from Osaka. I'm Detective Ito. That's right, transferred me in last week. How you doing, Detective? Please call me Bando. Y'all have got a big station here. Embarrassed to say, I could never find my way around the Tokyo branch all that well. I get myself lost half the time, to tell you the truth. So you must be the one that's all over the news. Don't worry, never could trust the press. None of them know a damn thing about police work. If you ask me, and it sounded like you caught a rough one. Sorry about your partner. Thanks, rough is an understatement. Ishibashi at the front desk wanted me to give you this. Huh? Saki did? Well, hand it over and let's have a look. Well, I didn't reckon she'd send something like this. That's because you don't know her like we do, Officer Bando. Yeah, well, do me a favor, would you? I know, not exactly professional, but tell her to meet me on the roof in about 20 minutes. I'll do it myself, but I'm too busy. Sure. Alright, but not a word of this to any of the other detectives. Got it? You got it, Ito. You're alright. I'll crack this work out and get upstairs when I can. I owe you one. Let's go. What service elevator? Isn't this the main elevator? Is there a different elevator? Floor 1, please. Ding! I passed on the letter you gave me. You did? Way to go, Ayami. What did he say? Was it too much? Wait, you didn't read it, did you? Oh god, you read it. Please forget everything you saw. Slow down, I didn't read it. He asked me to tell you to meet him on the roof as soon as possible. Did you say something really dirty in there? Was it real dirty? I should have read it. On the roof? That's romantic, right? Like I'm in a TV drama. Oh, dang it. If I leave my post and something happens to those cameras, Yukimura will go nuclear. Decisions. I've got it. You're not on duty right now, right? Watch your front desk for me. I won't be long. 10 minutes tops. Please. Sure. That's my girl. I knew I could count on you not to stand in the way of true love. I'll be right back. With Saki gun, I could disable the recording systems and move about the station without being seen. But not without getting her in trouble with Yukimura. Tough. I know this will hurt you, Saki, but I need that mask, and I can't have anyone seeing me. To the basement. Alright, we're in the basement. Now, what's the plan? The gate to the evidence room is locked. Mori has the key, but in desperate times I've seen Tanaka pick the lock to get in. Interesting. Earthquake? Didn't think you'd stick around down here after the big earthquake this morning, Mori. Yeah, don't remind me. I'm trying to keep my mind off it. How you holding up, Detective? Taking it one day at a time, I guess. Honestly, I'm surprised to find you still working evidence. Tanaka put in recommendations for your promotion. Yeah, I think people upstairs have got other things on their minds right now from the sounds of things. Besides, I think they stuck me down here because I was asking too many questions on my last case. I had pissed off a few of the wrong people. Ugh. Makes me squirm when I think what it would be like in an earthquake in the basement. Wish he hadn't reminded me. And I'm real sorry about Tanaka, Detective Ito. I respected him a lot. He'll truly be missed. Thanks, I miss him too. Okay. And now we are going to head back up to floor 4. Press I hope we're getting through the game quickly enough. I know you've seen most of this before already, but you know. We're getting there a lot quicker this time. Hairpin. Nice. Now we can pick the lock. We never did that last time. Cool. Exit. And let's pull the alarm. Like we did last time. Evacuation of the building will start almost immediately after I pull the lever. Unfortunately, it'll be a short window before they realize what's happening, so I'll need to get to the evidence room quickly. Right, here goes nothing. I guess that means I don't have to shoot the lock at least. Right? So I gotta keep an eye on this to make sure I'm not missing any of the Maneki Nekos either. It's got a list of the Maneki Nekos we gotta pick up because we need all 20 of them for an ending. So that's pretty important. Now we can pick the lock, presumably. There's a kitty. Yeah. And now to the mask. As I held the mask in my hands again, I immediately questioned why I'd gone through such great lengths to get it back. A small piece of evidence wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't the answer to my problems. As strange as it sounds, I hoped the mask would react in the same way it did when I touched it in Kamakura. At least it would have justified what I'd done and proved the sensation I'd felt that day wasn't in my head. The mask I held in evidence locker was nothing more than rough old wood. No voices or visions, only an eerie quiet left in the wake of anticipation. Of course I held on to it, the case was only getting started, and Radio's obsession with it couldn't be an accident. It still had a part to play. Yes, definitely. Another train, another chance to watch the scenery go by. It's all the same, all of it. I know I've been here before, I'm sure of it. Is it me who needed the mask so badly, or is it the opposite? I can't escape its orbit, and no matter what I do, it'll find me again. I have to stop. I don't have time to dwell on some idiotic sense of deja vu. I need to get back to Shinjuku, get my head back on straight. The mask can wait. If you say so. Save. I love having save slots. It makes me happy. Now we gotta go revisit all the people that we talked to, which was... We didn't even bother talking to the guy from the dumpster place. You again. Hey, take it easy. I saw what you did to Goto at the bar the other night. I don't want any trouble. You can relax, I'm off duty. Besides, you know as well as I do that guy was a scumbag. Making him wet his pants is the only way of getting anything useful out of him. Can't exactly argue with that, but scum or not, he's a big earner. You could have been a bit more gentle. Sorry. It's fine, I'm sure he'll be back eventually, whether I want him to be or not. Anyway, I heard on the news what happened to you and your partner that night. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Thanks, I didn't figure you'd care much about what happened to a cop, all things considered. Considering what, my job? It's true, police come in here all the time and act like gods. They order drinks, threaten me, and fill me up thinking I don't care. My boss tells me to ignore it, since happy cops are good for business. Honestly, they're worse than the customers that they're supposed to protect us from. So yeah, all things considered, I don't love the police. But that doesn't make me a robot. Nobody deserves to die alone. If you told your buddies at the station that something terrible like that happened to me, some nobody hostess, do you think they'd give a shit? I would care. I wish I could say you're wrong, but years in the force have taught me that being a police officer doesn't make you a better person. A lot of people lose sight of what it is to be human just because some government official gave them a badge. How long have you been doing this job? Not long, only about 2 years, in 4 different shops. They all promise the same thing, better paying customers that'll treat you with respect. I'm still waiting on both those things. Business has been in the pits lately, and I got some offers that might pay better, but they're at clubs with more of an adult vibe. They said I wouldn't have to do anything weird, but I don't know. I've heard rumors about what can happen to some of the girls in those places. A country girl like me doesn't exactly have a lot of job prospects, and it'd be good money. That one's easy. Don't do it. But, have you heard the phrase, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it? No, not really. Well, take it from me. No one's going out of the way to help you. But that doesn't mean you can't help yourself. Just think it over before you say yes to the offer, okay? Do you think I'd be getting advice from a cop? Alright, I'll think about it. You got a name? Yeah, it's Miho. Don't tell anyone though. The bosses don't like it when customers know our real names. Between us girls, I've wanted to slam Goto into the wall for months. See you around, detective. Yeah, man, Goto's a wank. He's a disgusting perv monster. Daiso! Hello, Detective. I heard about what happened last night. After the police and the reporters showed up. I'm real sorry to hear about your partner. I can't even imagine what it's like to lose someone like that. Thanks, Daiso, right? Yeah, that's me. I'm surprised you remembered that, Detective. No need for Detective. I'm not on duty. Ayami is fine. How are things? Did that night hurt your business too? In all honesty, business wasn't really better or worse because of it. If anything, I got a little uptick when the reporters were here. But eventually they left too, just like everyone else. It was always my dream to cook and start a restaurant, but it's been a constant uphill struggle. What's the point? Don't give up. I know it might not mean much coming from me, but I believe you should stick it out to the end. No matter what. A lot comes down to attitude, right? If you stay down in the dumps, people will taste that emotion in the food. That's something no amount of alcohol can mask. I guess. I've been beating myself up for weeks now. Maybe that's not helping, huh? I mean, I'm still competing with scumbags around here, but I'll try and keep my head above water for now. Thanks, Detective, Ayami. Stop by any time. Drinks on the house. Thanks, Daiso. No wonder you're not making any money. Drinks on the house. Maybe I'll take you up on that one day. Probably shouldn't give away drinks on the house. There's a kitty here, apparently. Near the dumpsters. Up here? There it is. Jesus, that took me like 10 minutes to find. It was like a shadow. A shadow of a kitty. Asshole. Whoa. You aren't meant to be in here. Okay, well, sorry about it. It's alright, I'm a cop and I'm just passing through. You got a name? Yeah. Which is what? Your name? Oh yeah, right. Some call me Kobayashi? Right, well I'm Ito. Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Oh wait, I totally recognize you. You're the cop who was here a few weeks ago. The very same. Oh man, well it was like an honor to meet you in person. You want something? No, not in particular. I didn't come here in 2 weeks ago, so I figured I'd have a look around. Phew. I have to wreck my brain pretty hard to come up with new material after talking with that other guy. What other guy? Taito, Titus, Typhoon? Tyra? Detective Tyra was here? What'd you tell him? Oh right, Tyra, yeah, I told him you were here. That's it? You just told him I was here? Well, I guess there was some other stuff too, but not anything super important. Like how before I saw you I heard this loud bang, and when I went out you were rooting through the dumpster and the lock was broken. Totally weird coincidence, right? You told him all that, huh? Yep. You alright, lady? Oh, your eyes got all intense there for a sec. It's nothing, just dust in my eyes. Painful, stupid, idiotic dust that's causing me to squint, harshly. Oh yeah, Detective, you should be careful, it's like super dusty in here. Thanks, I'm gonna leave now. You enjoy your day. Kitty. Meow. Good. Into the sewer. It's now or never, no more excuses. I need to look around and find out what really happened that night. Alright, well, we know how to do this bit. This is the easy bit. Right, the hard part was finding that cat. The air still feels heavy and stale as it did the night I came here looking for Kazuki. Doesn't look like much has changed since then. I'm not sure why I expected anything different. Even if it turns out to be nothing, I should look around, see what I can find. I've already come this far anyway. It's true. Climb down. Seems in the course of investigation, the crime scene, a rope was brought in to get down. Wish I'd thought of that. I mean, I thought of it, I just didn't fucking bother. Okay, smoky. Maybe it was a mistake to come here. All that's left for me here are horrible memories. But I saw Reina, a girl who couldn't possibly be alive in this tunnel. I'm sure of it. Yukimura and the others didn't see what I saw. I have to keep going. There's more to this. Climb down. If Reina uses hatch, I might be able to find some proof to take to Yukimura and put his doubts to rest once and for all. I better keep my guard up. How's my sanity looking? I must be starting to lose it, right? Okay. 1. This one's 2. This one's 3, and this one's 4. Good. I remember that pretty well. And... picture. Reina, what is this doing here? Why would you leave this behind? The door seems stuck. I'll have to pry it open. Better head back to the surface so I can find a crowbar or something. And... what's that noise? Shit, the hatch is closed. I'm trapped. This isn't good. I have to get out of here. God, that noise is so oppressive. It's not real. It's not real. It's just... It's an episode. Like the doctor said, it's not real. Kazuki said it wasn't real. Speaking of the Kazuki... Kazuki? Somehow I knew I'd find you if I came down here. Wait, don't go. Please don't leave me again. Some good ass animations, man. In these moments. Very impressive. It's that Square Enix money, you know? We need to check our stats. I feel like our sanity must be low. Which is the dream? Or are they memories? I'm not sure what's true anymore. The tunnels where Kazuki cried out to me seem just as real as the walls in this bedroom. Everything's muddled together. Am I doomed to do this all over again? Like a nightmare I can't wake up from? Maybe. Where am I? My room? No. I was in a tunnel. It was also real. It had to be real. Or am I still dreaming? I can't remember getting home. Why can't I remember? What did I do? After the police station, I went to Shinjuku, right? Or did I? It's all bleeding together. I need a rest. Huh? What's this? A photo from the tunnel? Impossible. That can't be. It was a nightmare, a delusion. It wasn't real. I must have picked it up in the station, but no, I've never seen this before. Why can't I remember? Could it have been real? If it was, then that means Kazuki really is out there somewhere, just like Reina was. Why this photo? Some sort of stage performance? At any rate, there's no doubt about it. That's Reina, alright. Maybe someone will recognize her. My mind is racing. I need to take a moment to get my thoughts together before I do anything rash. Let's go talk to Lady Fluffington. I'm sure we'll be fine. Sanity's pretty low. Minus 73. Doesn't get much lower than that. Hello again, Lady Fluff. I mean, that'll help, right? That'll fix our sanity a little. Maybe? Nope, that didn't help at all. Cool. Let's go to Shinjuku. Because we can. Hey, what you doing? I thought you guys only worked at... Boom. Akihabara. Just like that. And now we're up to Akihabara. Not too bad. Not too bad. After only 2 episodes. I guess we're leaving. Going to Akihabara. Alright, well, we're going to wrap this one up here. I think this is the perfect time to wrap it up again. I couldn't make a thing work down here. It was too little and too hard to see. So I'm still looking over there, but I'm trying to limit it as much as I can to make sure I get all the Nekos. As far as I know, we're on track. We got 8 of the Maneki Nekos so far. Out of the 20. I think we're getting there. We're getting there pretty good. 2 episodes and we're at Akihabara. Not a bad effort at all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.